Just as flying is changing the face of the world, so the business of flying is itself facing change. Airlines operating in an increasingly competitive market face the constant pressure to maintain high safety standards. Today's military authorities face different demands. As aircraft types become more varied in their design, their complexity, and their operational roles, so the risks associated with training in those aircraft become ever more severe. Risks which in the combat arena creates real difficulties in maintaining tactical readiness amongst the crews that fly such demanding machines. For almost 40 years, Rediffusion Simulation has committed itself to creating cost-effective training systems that support those who operate the complex technology of flying. Now more than ever, efficient flying demands hands-on experience of new systems and procedures under realistic and operational conditions. Meeting that need calls for an integration of technology, experience, and know-how, extending from a thorough training analysis to the provision of complete systems solutions. Rediffusion Simulation offers all these skills. Today, Rediffusion Simulation, as part of the Hughes Aircraft Company, allies its 4 decades of experience as a world leader in simulation and flight training with the resources of America's biggest defense electronics company. With Hughes itself part of the mighty General Motors Corporation, Rediffusion now contributes to a technological capability which is harnessing the power of the sun to drive the transport of the future and transforming man's outlook by utilizing the vast resources of space. Within the Hughes organization, the need to support the entire spectrum of flight training in both civilian and military areas is recognized as a priority for the 1990s. Rediffusion Simulation is integrated into an organization capable of meeting the broadest requirements. That organization operates as part of the Hughes Training and Support Systems Group, which from its base in Long Beach, California, also provides logistical worldwide support for Hughes products in the field. And Rediffusion brings much to this global capability. Committed to innovation, the company continues to develop its products and services, building on its long and proud record of achievement in one of the most technologically competitive industries. A record which began during World War II, and which in the late 1940s saw Rediffusion supporting BOAC's fleet of Boeing Stratocruisers by building the first fully electronic simulator in Europe. In the mid-1950s, Rediffusion produced the world's first simulators for commercial jet aircraft. Throughout the 50s and 60s, it was Rediffusion simulators which met the training requirements of many of the world's frontline combat aircraft. In the 70s, Rediffusion was the first company in the world to develop a full flight simulator for a civilian helicopter. And in the 1980s, Rediffusion was the first to achieve the ultimate goal of zero flight time, the ability to train crews converting to a particular aircraft type totally in the simulator. To achieve all this, Rediffusion has pioneered many technologies that have become industry standards.
Flaps to VREF 20.
Check flap 5 selected.
Rediffusion has dominated the display techniques which provide pilots continuous, uninterrupted fields of view. Long before any competitive system was in operational service, Rediffusion's Wide had clocked up 100 sales and thousands of training hours. Throughout the industry, distributed processing is now recognized as the ideal architecture for today's simulator computing task. Rediffusion was not only the first to perfect the approach, but contributed substantially to its development and application. Just as its task equipment was the first to offer touch screen control to the simulator instructor. But impressive technology alone does not provide total solutions. Rediffusion is geared to provide products which perform reliably under arduous, continuous operation and which offer the lowest possible cost of ownership over a typical 15 to 20-year life cycle. And the company is committed to satisfying another need: fast delivery. Just as new aircraft are delivered faster, Rediffusion has recognized that the tools of pilot training will need to be in place on ever-reducing timescales. Rediffusion has invested massively to meet this need. Its workforce has grown by almost 50% in less than 3 years. And many millions of pounds have been spent in streamlining assembly areas and on advanced machine tools to improve production efficiency. This combination of investment and commitment ensures that in service, Rediffusion simulators regularly achieve over 99% availability through 20-hour operational days. At the heart of every simulator is a powerful computer, and such is the pace of change here that in just 5 years it has become possible to deliver the performance that once called for the biggest mainframe from one single processing card. Within a distributed system, these single card processors dramatically improve the potential of an operator's investment in computing, the reliability of the system in service, and the overall life cycle operating costs of the simulator. But any computer, however powerful, depends on the software which drives it. As more data of aircraft performance and characteristics is delivered by the aircraft manufacturers, so Rediffusion has invested in computing facilities which allow that data to be processed efficiently. Teams of software engineers are transforming these complex data packages into computer programs, which accurately reproduce the characteristics of aircraft throughout their entire operational envelope. In training terms, this is achieved through the integration of the physical cues which are presented to pilots under training. The sensation of movement,
clear takeoff, 27 left.
the feel of the controls, the realistic sound both of the aircraft systems and their aerodynamic effects.
Stop! Fire on number 4 engine.
In each case, digital control of the system ensures repeatable reliability, accuracy, and rapid calibration. Whilst in motion and controls, hydrostatic technology provides smooth and realistic responses. Of all these cues, vision is the most obvious and the most dynamic in its use of expanding technology. Rediffusion Simulation remains committed to delivering complete visual systems solutions to meet whatever level of training required. It is an area of flight simulation that it has dominated for more than 20 years, and which is now organized as a specific business unit located in its own purpose-built facility. From basic night-dusk images to full daylight displays with all weather variations, Rediffusion's NovaView computer-generated image systems are now fitted to 70% of the world's airline simulators and to a growing number of military trainers. The latest SPX systems, configured around the Evans and Sutherland ESIG range of image generators and incorporating the revolutionary wide display, offer an unrivaled combination of training realism, proven reliability, and lowest cost of ownership. To meet specific applications, Wide can deliver a horizontal field of view extending up to 200 degrees. Or its projectors can throw images across the surface of a dome for the mission training that is essential to the pilots of fast combat aircraft. That means training in formation flying, air-to-air and air-to-ground combat. And that in turn demands accurate integration of the aircraft's complex avionics and weapons systems. Only this level of realism allows today's simulators to provide effective consolidation of training conducted in the air itself. Rediffusion is much more than a simulator manufacturer. It is a company committed to applying new technologies to all flight training needs. And it is these new technologies which, in support of a full simulator, are now offering great benefits of both economy and retained learning. This is particularly the case with advanced glass cockpit aircraft, where computers and automation mean that many training needs can be effectively transferred to dedicated systems, like this flight management system trainer for new generation 737s. Already in service, the system allows training in one of the key aspects of the aircraft that can later be consolidated in the simulator itself. To meet demands for systems like this, Rediffusion has established purpose-built facilities to develop and produce devices ranging from interactive computer-based trainers to full cockpit system simulators. With this range of skills and capabilities, no one else in the simulator industry can offer such comprehensive solutions to all flight training needs. And Rediffusion knows the challenges the business of flying faces in the 1990s. Already a shortage of civil pilots has seen the advent of projects like Lufthansa's Futura program, where simulators for the twin-prop Cheyenne 3A are playing a dominant role in preparing ab initio pilots for the glass cockpit age. To provide the expertise to operate Concorde into the next century, a multi-million-pound simulator update has been completed to create a training system which will maintain the competence of the flight crews who operate the world's only supersonic airliner. And on the Royal Navy Sea King program, flight crews are using the world's first 5-projector visual display to provide mission training capability. Single systems or totally integrated solutions, Rediffusion Simulation has the experience and the infrastructure to deliver. There is no organization better qualified. Across the world, thousands of flight crews have relied on Rediffusion Simulation to gain their certification and maintain proficiency. Many military pilots know that they are relying more and more on Rediffusion to sharpen their operational skills. In a changing world, the need for quality never changes, only the ways of achieving it. As part of the global capability of the Hughes Aircraft Company, Rediffusion Simulation is committed to building on its proud history of technological achievement and customer service. By applying that to the demands of the 90s, Rediffusion will meet the total needs of those it serves in its 5th decade.